Here we are again, and we're working on creating and using a YouTube channel. And what we've done so far is we've actually created the channel. We've put in some artwork here, a little information about this channel. Like, this is my fake YouTube channel. We've put in a link, and that link is available up here in the lower right hand corner. And then we actually added a video. When I go back to this home page, we did one test video. Now let's look at deleting that video, editing that video, and doing some other things. But prior to doing that, let's go up to the top right hand corner, and when I click on this right next to my fake account too, when I click on this, it brings up all these options, and you can see now that I've added in my history, I just recently added a video. I haven't liked anything or put anything in a watch later or added any favorites. I haven't done anything with those yet. But this is just a quick view of some of the things that have been happening on this channel. I'm just going to close that window again. Okay, let's click on this video and let's see what we can do with it all online. And it doesn't matter Mac or PC. These are just some things that you can do. Now, since I'm signed in as the person who owns my fake account too, I see these items at the bottom. Let's look on Info and Settings. When I click on that, several things are happening here. It says what channel it's on, it says when it was uploaded, how many views, and so on. Here's a link if you wanted to share that with somebody. Here's where you can change the title again, you can change the settings, and so on. So all the same things that you could do earlier. Now when I click on Enhancements, I don't know if you'd want to do this or not, but you can put on here a black and white if that's what you wanted to do. So over here is the original, and here's the preview. You can see on the right hand side that it's black and white, and the original was color. Okay? So if you want that to happen. I'm not going to change anything on this right now, but just knowing that you can do those sorts of things if you need to. Let's look at the lower right hand corner. Now, I'm not talking about changing the colors here, but let's go down here to this Try the YouTube Video Editor. Click on that because you can really get into some more video editing, but also remembering that it's free, and you know, it is somewhat limiting, but it will do the job, I think you'll find. So if I had many videos, I would see them all here. But since this is just my first video on this YouTube channel, and I've selected here the Videos tab, I'm looking at all my videos here. Creative Commons videos. These are videos that people have put out there, and they're saying it's free for you to use if you needed to add something like that. Next, photos. If I wanted to add photos to this project because I'm creating a project with video and photos, I would add them here. Because right now we're looking and working on a project. There's a music tab here, or audio, and you can change the genre, and there are some things that you can use as far as music, and then we would drag them down here, but we're not going to do that right now. Transitions are important. If you wanted to color fade or wipe in, you know, as the video gets started or in between things, you can certainly use those. And then titles are very important, I believe, in videos. So I think we will add a title and maybe a transition. So let's go back to the videos. And in this project, we're going to add a video, remembering that I might have several videos here that I could choose from. Let's just do this. So now what I've done here by clicking on this, it's added it to my project timeline down here. And when I hover over it, several things come up. I can rotate the video, I can give it some effects, or I can add some text, or I can even split it. If I was going to split it, that means I'd take part out. I might take the beginning out or something in the middle. Let's just add some text. Let's click on that A, and it brings up this window here. Now it'll typically start playing your video right away, so I always have to hit pause. Let's just come down here to that text window and type in This is my practice text. Now I haven't changed anything else up above. I just left it that way, and then if it starts again you have to pause it. Now before you click done at the bottom, be sure that you come up right below the video and you put a check in the box that says enable text. Enable text, that will allow you to see it. And then once you've done that, come down and click done. So if I've typed a lot of information and it's too much for the window, there's several things that you can try. You can either just simply have less text, or you can change the size. If I change this to small, now suddenly it does work. Okay? You can also choose the position, bottom, top, center, and so on, depending on what it is that you want. You can also adjust the height and the opacity of it, and the color, and so on, and the alignment, if I wanted it more in the center. Okay, so some of these choices are fairly reasonably easy to use, and if you haven't done a lot of video editing, you can still get your way through this by just trying these things. And when you're done, you just simply click done. So now when I come back here, this is my page again on my project. I've added some text. I can play it, and you can just see how that's looking there. So what if I want this text to disappear at a certain point? There's a couple things that you can do. And I've done it already, but let me show you how I've done this. So here you see that it still says this is my practice text, and then right here in the video, it disappears. So here's how I did that. Notice I've taken one clip and I've split it into two. How did I do that? Well, let's go through this process again. So by hovering over this video that I want to split, I'm going to click on the scissors, and the scissors, when you hover over it, it says split. So I click on split. Now I decide where in this video that I want to split it. So I will say right about here. I just am dragging this back and forth. I'm just going to click there where I want to split it. And now notice I have 3 clips. It went from 2, but we were only experimenting with just 1 clip, and I split it into 2. Now right now it still has a title, and you can tell here by it says this A, that's that practice text, and it's still here on that other clip that I've just split. Now I want to take it off of this second clip. I want to take off the text so it disappears. So I only want it on here for a few seconds, and I want it to go away. So when I click on the A on this second clip, then what I'm going to do here is uncheck or take out the check where it says enable text. Okay, when I click done, so now notice it says this one has a title. That's that letter A. This one does not. And neither does the third clip. So I've taken it out. Let's play it just to see what that looks like. So here's the text. And when it gets right here, it'll go away. So you can have text show up and disappear. And you have to do that. Really the easiest way is by splitting the clip.